everybody, Mo here, and I am a competitive Riftbound player. I've been playing in these tournaments the last few weeks. I have a card gaming background across multiple card games, was mostly, you might know me from Legends of Runeterra, the other Riot card game. And today I'm here to break down some of the decks that did really well over the weekend. So the first deck we'll look at here is the deck that Kuvira brought to the Rift Labs tournament and got third place with. This is a Master Yi deck, and the really cool thing about this is a deck that I actually helped make and then refine as well the day prior. So Kuvira took an almost exact same list and then got second place in a tournament on Thursday, went and got third place in this tournament on Friday. And then our other friend Presto has also done the same thing with almost the exact same list. We were all about 2 cards off total. So all in all, Master Yi has performed really well for us. And this is the list we really like the most. So the key cards in a deck like this with Master Yi and the game plan is going to be around your early game units and then the spells you use to keep your units alive. So your game plan is going to be to have units early, these cheap, 2 mana units, maybe 3 mana units, and then hold a battlefield with it. And thanks to the Master Yi Legend ability, giving your units +2 might whenever they're defending alone, that's going to be very powerful in the early game and hard for most decks to ever try and get around or deal with. So we're going to be able to abuse this legend ability by having cheap units that have nice abilities like shield, as well as do things like have 1 mana spells, 2 mana spells, and then some gear even, to just really further abusing the fact that we are going to be getting free stats or a lot of really good stats for a little cost of energy or sometimes even no energy investment in the late game. So your typical turn curve is going to be turn 1, you play a 2-drop. Turn 2, you're going to try and attack and conquer a battlefield with that 2-drop. Most of the time, against most decks, they don't have removal for it instantly, so you'll be perfectly fine. And then now you have a body just sitting on a battlefield, and it's going to be about a 5 might unit on average, anywhere from 4 to 5 might. And that's not including any amount of mana or energy that you want to actually have to defend the unit later on. You're going to use that early game tempo advantage with all of the points you're going to get from your opponent not being able to actually attack into that unit by buying you turns to set up, get a bunch of mana, hold your mana open to where you can cast your really big 4 mana spells like Primal Strength. And then in the very late game, you're going to take over by playing your White Flame Protector, making the unit very large and being able to attack into both battlefields. Or if you are still holding one, because that's what you've been doing the whole game, White Flame Protector now allows you to attack over the other battlefield with all of that might. So for the most part, your game plan is to play the early units, keep some mana open, some energy open to cast these spells and keep them protected. And then in your mid to late game, try and find ways to play these Snapvine, Carnivorous Snapvines to take over the board, and then your White Flame Protectors to take over the board. Matchups for this deck are very good into any aggro deck, typically outside of Darius Hook. And then you are actually around 50-50 into Kai'Sa. You will beat a lot of the not great Kai'Sa opponents. That's actually why we started playing Master Yi. Our success into Kai'Sa was very good over the entire week of last week, including the Riftbound and the Meta Weekly tournament. So that's something if you want to try and beat the Kai'Sa players and the Victor players, you can play Master Yi. It's really good into the top meta decks right now.